till this happened.
I had an EV light come on. I had taken it to the shop. They couldn't find anything wrong.
But there was indeed a problem.
2 weeks after that, the vehicle stopped charging.
The dealership in Hamilton said he needed the battery replaced. The quote stunned him.
I was provided a quote at $50,000.
Between the battery installation and taxes, it totaled just over $50,000.
I was just floored.
Especially because his 160,000 kilometer electric vehicle warranty had just run out. The dealer at Hyundai told Such there was nothing they could do.
I still had to pay $500 for them to tell me the car's no good.
Stories like this one are the kind to scare off buyers concerned about the high cost of electric vehicle repairs. When confronted with the choice to fix or dispose of his powerless Hyundai Ioniq, he chose the latter.
I ended up scrapping the vehicle and collecting around $1,000.
But when Global News asked Hyundai Canada to investigate, we were told there'd been a communications breakdown at the head office level. The case should have been escalated immediately for additional review. They told us we extend our sincere apologies to Mr. Such for these lapses.
Hello family, welcome back to another episode of Journey to Harmony. I'm your host Richard Harmon. Today I want to talk about the outrageous cost of servicing EV vehicles. So many of us during the last few years have gone out and purchased new cars. We've seen as the cost of an average vehicle has gone all the way up to about $48,000 right now. Used vehicles, which were once, in a decently priced range, have risen for the most part between $15,000 and $25,000 for a used vehicle, a decently used vehicle with limited mileage and things like that. Cars overall has just become expensive. But today we're going to talk about what people are experiencing. People who thought that, I would trade in the cost of my gas guzzling car, I'd pick up an EV, and I'd be able to save money on gas and on other things. Seems to be not the case for many owners who have experienced this. We'll go ahead and play this video. Here is your first time joining. Please hit that like button, and here we go.
When the check engine light went on, Lucas Turner knew he had a problem, but it was worse than he thought.
Oh, I almost cried.
The dealership's diagnosis for his 2014 Infiniti Hybrid with less than 70,000 miles on it was unexpected.
They called me and said, I got bad news, Mr. Turner. You need a new hybrid battery, and it's going to cost $18,000 for the battery and another $2,000 to have it installed. And I'm like, oh my God, my jaw dropped.
Here's the bill.
$20,744.90 for a new hybrid battery.
Lucas bought the car about 3 years ago for $16,000 and just paid it off.
I can't make this make sense in my mind. How does it cost $20,000 to just put a battery in a car that you only paid $16,000? When I bought the car, it came with the battery, came with wheels, came with a frame, came with a body, came with glass and everything, came with an engine, but they want $20,000 just for a battery? It makes no sense in my mind.
According to NerdWallet, the cost to replace a hybrid battery typically ranges between $1,000 and $8,000.
Yeah, family. So this is an interesting push right now. The Biden administration spent about $7.5 billion to invest into EV infrastructure. Right now, there's about 150,000 total EV chargers across the United States. They're looking to have about 500,000 in the next coming, I believe, 10 years or so. So there's a push right now to get everyone over into electric vehicles, but the issue right now is the costs that are associated with it. Right now, a cost for a replacement battery can cost between $5,000 and $20,000 if you're looking to get a replacement battery and it's out of warranty. This is for a lot of people. Just the cost alone is going to be very difficult for many people to fathom. And
electric vehicle battery plants are under construction, and mandates are in place to make EVs at least 20% of car sales by 2026. But a new report from Auto Traders shows that goal may be difficult to achieve. Greg Mordew at McMaster University says while the Canadian government expects consumers to turn up their appetite for EVs, it's unlikely it will be that quick.
The reality is the marketplace is saying we're not quite ready. And the automakers have said, we probably won't have them for you.
The survey by AutoTrader found the number of Canadians who didn't own an EV but planned to buy one dropped from 68% in 2022 to 56% this year. The marketplace's editor-in-chief, Jody Lai, says it appears a contributing factor is gas prices.
So higher gas prices, people are more interested in EVs. Lower gas prices, that interest starts to soften a bit.
Though interest in EVs may be down, the AutoTrader report shows the most sold vehicles this year were trucks and SUVs. Lai adds that may have to do with availability.
It's not necessarily that Canadians are moving more towards gas guzzling trucks. It's just that there are more options available for different types of truck buyers.
The thought always that you're going to have to come up with something big is going to be a problem for a lot of people. As we're watching in many of these videos, there is just a uncomfortableness in terms of something that's so simple as replacing a battery, which for an average gas car could be between $150 and $250. And then having to realize that the cost of an EV battery could be the real cost of a brand new vehicle. So there's a lot going on right now. There many people are searching for what is it that they want to do. California and other places are pushing very hard to get these things required and implemented as quickly as possible. I think it's by 2030, many of these conversions have to be in place. But if the country isn't ready for another 10 years, 15 years, 20 years for this conversion, it's good they have the overall infrastructure built, but there's going to be some serious issues in terms of the spending, which is not being fully utilized, and then seeing what is exactly how these automakers are going to continue to burn through cash for vehicles that people don't really want. What are your thoughts on this? Are you a fan of the EV vehicle? Do you have an EV? Have you been faced with such issues of having to replace these parts? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a good day.